Welcome back. We've spent a lot of time talking about mental health over the last year or so, covering stories, events, and all of these studies involving just about anyone from every walk of life, right? The pandemic has shown mental health disorders are much more common than many of us think. In fact, a December CDC study shows 42% reported anxiety or depression symptoms. That is up 200% from 2019. A play this weekend hopes to educate people about these issues and the stigma that comes with it, and really break down the stigma of mental health disorders. And so we want to bring in a couple of the folks behind She's Crazy, Mental Health and Other Myths. Funny name, serious topic, right? Sherry and Aaron McCamley are with us here live now. You're both actors in the production, you're producers, you kind of all the things in the production here. This is built a lot on personal stories, though, so I want to start off and talk about the personal touches that people will hear from both of you during this production.
Yes, we really felt that it was really important to practice what we preached. So, the purpose of the show, the reason why we wrote it was to reduce the stigma surrounding mental health issues and addiction and get people talking, because we found that every single person we knew had a story. Every single person was touched by mental health issues, whether it was them or someone else. And as you said, now through the pandemic, sadly, every single person has been touched by trauma and by this experience. So now the numbers are even higher. And we felt that it was important for us to tell our own personal stories on stage, to invite others to start telling their own stories. And what's funny is that after every single performance, we have audience members come up to us and say, "Is everything you say on stage really true?" kind of with a raised eyebrow. And we say, yes, absolutely, because that's the whole point. We didn't want to create characters or hide behind anything because we don't feel there's anything that needs to be hidden. This is something that actually, quite the opposite, needs to come out and be talked openly about so that more people can find healing.
So we've been watching some videos you've been talking of past productions. We know this because no one's wearing masks and you were in person and hugging each other and all of these things. This is a Zoom production through our friends, the Footlighters over in Newport. It's free. How do you transition something that needs to be so personal like that onto this virtual digital platform?
Oh my gosh, great question. And we were racking our brains, especially in the beginning when everything first shut down. How do we possibly bring this to more people? Because now more people than ever need it, right? But we had a lot of support and help. We did a lot of virtual gigs with the University of Cincinnati, who sort of laid the groundwork on an easy setup for us. And we created a way to have a pre-recorded version of the video of a live performance of the show itself. And we add in live elements using Zoom or any other platform. In the middle, there's a live quiz element where we interact with the audience. And at the end, there's a live Q&A where we interact with the audience again.
So as we kind of run out of time here, we just put the information up on the screen. We'll do it again. But are there some misconceptions that you really want to nail down right now while we've got you, that you've encountered as you've talked about this?
Oh, yes. One of the misconceptions is that if you have a mental illness or an addiction disorder, it's your fault. You're weak. You're lazy. No, it's a biological brain disease. We want people to know it's not your fault. You are not alone. There are so many of us who are functioning adults that have these issues, and we all just need help. And we need to talk about these things openly.
Exactly.
Sherry and Aaron McCamley, thank you guys so much for being here.